Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is consolidating at the moment. It seems to be the first real consolidation after or since the rally started on the 12th of July. Obviously we had a little bit of consolidation down here before we actually saw that break above the red trend line. This is the daily chart, by the way. The support zone is holding. Anybody who looked for entries in the main support zone is likely in profit. It doesn't, at the moment at least, look as if this rally is over, but we are probably in some kind of a consolidation, which could lead to further upside, well, as soon as this consolidation correction is over. On the daily chart, we might see, 1 or 2 days now of correcting, of consolidating, before we can carry on further to the upside. We have some key resistances here on the daily, especially the 72k level, which is the red line, where we have 3, 4, 5 touch points, and then obviously the previous high from March, which is located around $73,800. We can see that the price has been holding this main support area, and we can also see that the price broke above this trend line to generate some upside momentum. We talked in previous videos about the bullish signals, like a bullish divergence, break above the trend lines on the RSI, and they are holding. The divergence is holding and the trend lines remain broken, and the price seems to be maintaining its position in the bullish zone on the daily RSI, which means above 50. Also, bullish momentum on the MACD on the daily is still increasing, or at least staying on a high level. So there's no sign at the moment that on the daily the rally is over. So let's go back to the shorter time frame. Here, however, we have a signal that at least temporarily we are consolidating. So obviously the idea is that at least we are watching it at the moment, right? We only have 3 waves up, so we cannot confirm that this 4th wave really bottomed on the 5th of July. It's possible. It's what I'm tracking primarily at the moment because of the size of the rally, which allowed me to add another support region on the 30-minute, 1-hour chart. And therefore, as long as we're holding above that support area, the focus can be on higher, but it means that we have to be watching for a pullback into this support region at some point, probably right now. And we have seen here a 3-wave rally into the Wednesday high. So from the presumed 4th wave low, which bottomed on the 5th of July, we've seen a wave 1, a wave 2 pullback. The 3rd wave might have topped indeed. Then a 4th wave pullback. A, B, C might be unfolding right now. And then we could see a 5th wave from there. The current idea is that this 3rd wave indeed has topped around 65 to 67k. So the question might be, okay, why is this the idea? Well, we have seen a pretty decent pullback. Didn't go quite as low as I thought it might in this A wave, but we talked about the fib support zone, which I've now removed from the chart, but the price reached it already. But I assumed it would go a little bit lower in this A wave. But that's still fine. It could transform into an ABC structure, and this again will make a larger A wave. So just want to make sure it's clear that if an ABC structure forms, it doesn't have to be the completion of wave 4. It might just be a larger ABC. Let me show you. This is not clear yet. A, B, C, something like that, okay? That depends on how large this correction is in comparison to the wave 2, and if it's just large enough in proportion. But we'll see. After an initial ABC rally, but after an initial ABC structure correction, we can watch for a reversal. If the price only rallies in a corrective B wave, another leg down will be corrected and expected. It's important that the 58,620 level is holding, however, because any break below it will indicate that a much larger top is in place. For example, the yellow B wave, which could then lead to new lows. But for now, I'm tracking this as an ABC structure of a larger A wave. Maybe already as wave 4, but it really depends on how in the next few hours, maybe next 24 hours or so this correction develops. We've seen a break above this initial trend line I showed in yesterday's video. So this was the indication that we've actually started a B-wave corrective bounce. I can take that trend line off now. And the resistance area I've added to the chart. I didn't want to delete this. I want to delete the trend line. The resistance area is defined between 65,044 and 65,700 pretty much, yeah? And this is where we would be watching for a reaction and the start of the C wave down. Important to note that Bitcoin is well known for its high B waves, so there is no guarantee that this resistance area will be respected. Well, Bitcoin is respecting it now, right? I mean, we're consolidating just below the 50% fib level, but sometimes B waves overshoot. So we have to be watching then for a reaction and a break below yesterday's low at 64K, just below that 63,930, to indicate that wave C to the downside has started. It hasn't clearly started yet. And also I would pay attention to the trend line, which could act as additional support, dynamic support. And then we have the 4 Fibonacci levels in our main support zone here for this wave 4. And it is defined between, well, we have 4 levels and they are 63,140. This wave A could finish in this region. 61,370, 59,980, and 58,620. Please be aware that it's impossible to know how a correction really unfolds in advance. I normally just track an ABC structure and then we can build it on this basis. These structures will typically change. It could be that a triangle forms a WXY pattern, but at the moment I still see an ABC structure as most likely. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about, several stocks and so on, check out our S&P 500 and stock service. You'll find the link also in the description to our More Trading Online channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.